Sex education for trainables? Is it possible? Or is it even necessary? Well, let's start with the last question first. Why necessary? Well, we must teach those with serious disabilities that hinder their learning to live as successfully as possible with other people. Now, this includes their sexual behavior. But rather than teach, which is somewhat difficult, it becomes a training situation with as much explanation as they can absorb. And is it possible? Well, through training, they will realize who they are as men and women and what is expected of them in social situations. Sex education for the trainables should be made as simple as ABC. A, awareness of their bodies and their feelings. B, understanding the simple mechanics of reproduction. And C, training in responsibilities and appropriate social behavior. So let's start with A. What should they learn about their bodies? As much as they can. Now, the ideal situation is a one-to-one basis. But if this is not possible, the group should be kept very small and include only those who will pay attention. Those who teach must do some special examination of how they themselves feel about sex.
Penis. Say penis.
Penis.
Louder.
Penis.
Give me another word for penis.
Prick.
Prick.
Peter.
Peter.
Cock.
Cock.
Rod.
Rod.
Dick.
Dick.
Prick.
Prick. We've got it.
Me.
What?
Ding
Meat?
dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Wand. Tool.
Wand. Right one.
Wiener.
Wiener. I don't know how
Talking
to
about
spell that.
and using sexual terminology is difficult for many people because of the guilt and embarrassment from our heritage.
Okay, let's all say them, okay? Prick.
Prick.
Peter. Cock. Rod. Dick. Meat. Ding dong. Wand. Wiener. Tool. Joint.
Teachers must be able to use these words without becoming upset, or they will not be able to communicate with their students. Now, let us watch a teacher in an actual session, leading a discussion concerning the differences between boy and girl.
Okay, we talked about some of the differences now between men and women and the jobs they do that Sandy mentioned. Yes. Okay? Now let's just look at the bodies. We're going to talk about the other things that make a man and a woman different. Okay? Now, what about up here? Are they the same?
Not as a man. No.
Okay. Nancy, do you know what a woman has up here? What are these called? Do you know a word? Do you know a word for those?
No.
Any word? Anybody?
I do. Breast.
Breast.
The breast.
Okay. Do you know any other words for those?
Tis.
Tits. Okay. Right. Okay. Everybody knows one of those two words?
Yes.
Do you think that's a nice thing for women to have?
Yes.
Hmm? Are you happy that you have breasts?
Yes.
Hmm? I am.
Yes.
Yes. Go along with that.
Huh?
I go along with that.
You think that's a nice thing for women to have?
Right.
Okay. What does the man have that the woman doesn't have? Hmm?
Penis.
Very good. Penis. Does everyone know that word?
Yes.
Penis. What do you think? Do you think that's a good thing for a man to have a penis?
I think.
I think
The technique used is drawing out rather than pumping in. The teacher refers to boy or girl as being something very special. Understanding the body parts and functions considerably improves their self-esteem. Taking the time to answer a question directly and fully on an individual basis is an effective way of teaching.
You asked me a question about it, and I found some pictures that might help explain what happens, this is the male penis here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you know what can happen to this? In other words, it's soft at this time.
It gets hard.
It does get hard.
Yeah.
Now, you had asked me how it gets hard, right?
How it doesn't get hard.
Well, there's a picture of the male penis. This is the same man with the penis getting hard. Every man's penis can get hard at certain times. Do you ever have that happen to you?
Once in a while.
Yeah. Do you ever wonder about it?
Yeah, I wonder about it.
Yeah. What usually happens after it gets hard?
When I go to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Fix up it, go in the toilet, then it goes down.
Very good. You know, inside the male penis, there are a lot of little blood vessels in there,
That's right.
inside, and these kind of swell up, and that's how it gets hard. And it's a very normal thing. Every boy goes through that. Every boy goes through that. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As long as you know that.
Sandy, we're going to talk again about the parts of your body, okay? And the fact that a girl has 3 holes between her legs.
Yeah.
3. How many, Sandy?
3.
Okay, now let's look at this picture. Okay?
Yes.
You see that? This hole here is the hole where you make a BM,
Yes.
and it's called your rectum,
Yes.
okay? And this hole here is the hole from which you pee when you go to the bathroom or urinate.
Yes. What else would you use it for?
Well, that's just used to urinate.
No, it's not. It's used to menstruate, too.
No, that's another hole, and we'll talk about that, because there's 3 holes here. Now, you show me what I showed you.
BM. This is when it says, this is when you menstruate.
No, this is the hole you pee from.
Yes.
This is the hole you make a BM from.
Yes.
And this hole in between the 2,
Yes.
that's called your vagina.
Yes.
And that's the hole from which you menstruate.
Yes.
Now,
Have
you
them
show it
repeat,
to me.
if possible, to show that the lesson is being understood. And then, a few days or a week later, review the exercise to check on the progress. As a first step,